And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
In motion left is Wilson. There's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Hall up the middle. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a jet was shaken up on that one. This is 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
The numbers for Hall in last week's ball game. 17 carries, 76 yards.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Wilson. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's loose again. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Dolphins are able to widen their advantage. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to handicap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. There's Wilson to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
What was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Sauce Gardner puts it off. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
All again on 2nd down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Out to his left. And going deep for Hill. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. The Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. They'll roll him out right. They've got his man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. Play action, now it's Tua. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 51 yards. And the Dolphins are able to add on to their first half lead. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick, it heads straight out of bounds. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to there he goes, right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's second down. Wilson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. On second down, Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make it 24-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On play action, here's Tua rolling to his right. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. Now Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. John Franklin Myers able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we're into the final 3 weeks of the NFL season. A lot of races going to be coming right down to the wire. Before we get it back to you guys, let's check out what we have coming up this weekend on the Week 16 NFL slate. Some good games starting in the early window on Sunday, and one of the big ones features the New England Patriots as they'll square off with the visiting Arizona Cardinals. The 4 o'clock games have some intrigue as well.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. Yeah, he'll find Hall. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He gets it underneath to Hall. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. Here's Wilson. That's complete to Lazard. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 2nd down and 6 now. So the false start will back them up 5. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Wilson He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll run with Hall. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. That's a screenplay here for Carter. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. And we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll run for it with Achane. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Waddle, the motion man right. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. Jalen Waddle. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. In motion is McKenzie. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he's got some space here. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now they send a man in motion right. Achan will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
Been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And I think the ball's out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
A give left side. Here's Achan. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. No sign of Tua departing. 4th down, they're going for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Steps away. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. That is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now will throw here to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35. 1 timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Looking middle, and that's complete.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Wilson will throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Here's 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. They're going to try and run. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. And now we've got a 1-score game and at least a little light at the end of the tunnel.
Is that what we call a glimmer of hope?
Glimmer of hope.
Because they've got to get an onside kick and then find their way into the end zone before time expires. Glimmer, or what's less than a glimmer?
I don't know. You're the one that knows all the big words. A sparkle? A sparkle.
Yeah, there we go. That's what we're going with.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Tagovailoa. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he is going to have a Miami 1st down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. He'll buy some time right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this will go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how this one will come to an end.